If you've been following celebrity news lately, two names have dominated conversations about cosmetic transformations: Lindsay Lohan and Kris Jenner. Lindsay Lohan, once the poster child for Hollywood youth, recently resurfaced looking incredibly refreshed and naturally youthful. Her cheekbones appeared lifted, her jawline sharply defined, and her skin radiated a glow that seemed to turn back the clock by a decade. Fans online speculated about what procedures could create such a harmonious, subtle change, and the consensus pointed toward a combination of a mini facelift with careful filler work. The key? Lindsay's transformation wasn't exaggerated or unnatural. It was precise, intentional, and extremely strategic. Kris Jenner, however, may have taken Hollywood's facelift game to an entirely new level. At Paris Fashion Week, she stunned the world. Smooth, radiant skin, lifted mid-face, and a jawline that could have been sculpted by the gods themselves. It was hard to believe she was the same Kris we'd seen on reality television for years. Experts suggest that Kris likely underwent a deep plane facelift, possibly augmented with fillers and Botox, achieving a look that seems decades younger while retaining all of her signature expressions and personality. What makes these two transformations fascinating is that they're not just cosmetic. They are strategic, identity-preserving, and psychologically smart. For celebrities, appearance is currency. Every Instagram post, every red carpet photograph, every paparazzi snapshot is scrutinized, dissected, and compared. A sagging jawline or tired midface isn't just aging, it's a potential career risk. Facelifts in today's Hollywood aren't about looking done. They're about enhancement, longevity, and subtle storytelling through your own face. In this video, we're going to explore every type of facelift, breaking down the science, psychology, real-world examples, and yes, the cost of facelifts. By the end, you'll know which facelift you might actually need, what it does, and why the stars do what they do. So grab your metaphorical seat in the surgeon's consultation chair because we're diving deep into the world of modern facelifts, celebrity case studies, and the secret science behind youth preservation. How much does a facelift cost? Before we break down each type, let's address the question everyone eventually asks: how much does a facelift actually cost? The answer depends on the type of facelift, the surgeon's expertise, and the city you're in. In the US, the average prices are mini facelift, $8,000 to $15,000. Full facelift, $15,000 to $30,000. Deep plane facelift, $20,000 to $50,000, often the most expensive, but also the most transformative and long-lasting. Thread lift, non-surgical, $2,000 to $6,000, temporary results lasting 1 to 1.5 years. Additional costs may include anesthesia, surgical facilities, recovery care, and maintenance treatments like fillers or Botox. Celebrities often choose elite surgeons in cities like Beverly Hills or New York, where prices can exceed these ranges, sometimes double. But for them, the investment isn't just about beauty. It's about career security, public perception, and personal confidence. For everyday people, the financial aspect is critical. A facelift isn't just a procedure. It's an investment in how long you'll look youthful, how naturally your results will age, and how confident you'll feel in social or professional settings. Why people get facelifts? Before we dive into the technical details of every facelift type, it's important to understand why anyone, especially celebrities, chooses to undergo these procedures. Because contrary to popular belief, facelifts aren't just about vanity. They're about identity, psychology, and the strategic management of public perception. Aging affects the human face in predictable ways: sagging jawlines that soften the contours of the face, hollowed cheeks that steal youthfulness and energy, loose neck skin, often overlooked but immediately aging, crow's feet, frown lines, and forehead wrinkles, which deepen over time. For everyday people, these changes can be emotional or cosmetic concerns. But for celebrities like Lindsay Lohan, Kris Jenner, J.Lo, and Madonna, aging is magnified under every camera lens, social media post, and public appearance. Their faces are constantly on display, dissected by fans, paparazzi, and critics. Every wrinkle or sagging feature is not just a personal concern, it's a professional risk. A single aging sign could influence casting decisions in film or television, brand endorsements or sponsorships, media perception and social media engagement. In other words, aging is high stakes for anyone in the spotlight, and that's why facelifts are more than cosmetic. They're a strategic tool to preserve relevance, confidence, and identity. There's also a deeper psychological factor at play. Humans are evolutionarily wired to notice symmetry, smooth skin, and facial youthfulness. These cues signal health, vitality, and even social status. Celebrities intuitively know this. A lifted cheek, a defined jawline, or a smooth neck isn't just aesthetic. It communicates energy, youth, and influence. The final piece of the puzzle? Identity. Facelifts today aren't meant to erase who you are. They're designed to reveal the best version of yourself, enhancing natural features while retaining personal character. Lindsay's recent lift, for instance, kept her expressive eyes and iconic smile intact. Kris Jenner's transformation retained her playful, recognizable expressions, even while smoothing and tightening key areas. By understanding these psychological, professional, and identity-driven motivations, we can see why facelifts have become more than cosmetic interventions. They are deliberate, strategic, and often highly personalized choices. In the next chapters, we'll break down every type of facelift, from mini lifts to deep plane facelifts, including which one might be right for you, how celebrities use them, and what each procedure does for the face and overall presence. Mini facelift, the subtle refresh. Let's start small because not every facial transformation needs to be dramatic. The mini facelift is often the first step for celebrities, or anyone, beginning to notice early signs of aging. It's subtle, quick, and incredibly effective when done right. How it works. The mini facelift primarily targets the lower face and jawline. Unlike full facelifts, it doesn't involve large incisions or extensive recovery. Instead, it lifts sagging skin, softens nasolabial folds, those lines running from the nose to the mouth, and provides a natural, refreshed appearance. The key is subtlety. The goal is to rejuvenate, not transform beyond recognition. Recovery is usually short, often just a few days to a week. Minimal scarring means that most people, even paparazzi, won't notice you've had a procedure, just that you look refreshed and vibrant. Ideal candidates. Mini facelifts are perfect for people in their late 30s to early 50s noticing early signs of sagging, individuals with mild drooping in the cheeks or jawline, anyone wanting a natural, refreshed look without dramatic changes. Mini facelifts are essentially the maintenance tune-up of the facial rejuvenation world. They are strategic, subtle, and incredibly effective, which is why so many Hollywood stars swear by them. Full facelift, the classic. Now that we've explored the subtle approach, it's time to discuss the full facelift, Hollywood's classic method for comprehensive rejuvenation. Unlike mini lifts, full facelifts address multiple areas of the face, offering dramatic yet natural-looking results when performed expertly. How it works. A full facelift involves incisions along the hairline and behind the ears to minimize visible scarring, lifting underlying muscles and fat, not just tightening skin, removal of excess skin to create a more youthful contour. The procedure addresses sagging in the cheeks, jawline, and neck, smoothing deep folds while maintaining natural expressions. Recovery typically lasts 2 to 3 weeks, and while the results are more noticeable than a mini facelift, the goal is refinement, not transformation beyond recognition. Ideal candidates. A full facelift is best suited for individuals in their 50s or older, those experiencing significant sagging in the cheeks, jawline, or neck, people seeking long-lasting, noticeable rejuvenation while retaining their natural identity. Full facelifts are the gold standard of Hollywood aging management. Dramatic, elegant, and identity-preserving, making them a favorite among stars who want long-term results. Deep plane facelift, Hollywood's secret weapon. If the mini facelift is a subtle refresh and the full facelift is the classic approach, then the deep plane facelift is the pinnacle of modern facial rejuvenation, a procedure favored by celebrities who want dramatic, natural, and long-lasting results without the stretched or frozen appearance. How it works. Unlike traditional facelifts that primarily lift the skin, the deep plane facelift addresses the underlying structures of the face, including muscles, fat pads, connective tissue. By lifting these deeper layers, surgeons restore natural contours rather than simply pulling the skin tight. This method corrects mid-face sagging, repositions the cheeks, and refines the jawline, all while maintaining the natural movement and expressiveness of the face. Recovery is usually moderate, ranging from 2 to 4 weeks depending on the individual. While it requires more expertise and surgical precision, the results are often more natural and longer-lasting than traditional facelifts. Ideal candidates. Deep plane facelifts are ideal for individuals in their late 40s and older, those with noticeable mid-face sagging, anyone seeking natural, camera-ready rejuvenation without looking overdone. Deep plane facelifts are truly Hollywood's secret weapon, balancing dramatic impact with natural expression, a combination that keeps fans, photographers, and media alike in awe. Thread lift, non-surgical magic. Not everyone is ready or willing to go under the knife. Enter the thread lift, a minimally invasive procedure that has become increasingly popular among younger celebrities and those seeking subtle facial rejuvenation with minimal downtime. How it works. Thread lifts use dissolvable sutures to lift and tighten specific areas of the face. But it's not just a mechanical lift. The procedure also stimulates collagen production, which gradually improves skin texture and firmness over time. Common target areas include the jawline, mid-face, and cheeks. The procedure typically takes under an hour. Recovery is fast, often just a few days. Results last 12 to 18 months, depending on the type of threads and patient factors. The beauty of a thread lift is its subtlety. The lift is visible enough to refresh the face, but invisible enough that nobody notices the procedure itself. Ideal candidates. Thread lifts are perfect for individuals in their 30s to early 40s with early sagging, those who want minimal downtime, people seeking subtle improvements rather than dramatic changes. Thread lifts exemplify modern cosmetic strategy, low risk, high reward, and identity preserving. They're the perfect example of how celebrity facial maintenance has evolved into a science of subtle, effective interventions. Combining techniques, the celebrity formula. By now, it's clear that no single procedure can deliver the complete Hollywood transformation. Celebrities don't rely solely on one facelift, one filler, or Botox alone. They use a strategic combination of treatments to create a harmonious, camera-ready appearance. This is the essence of the celebrity formula. How it works. A typical celebrity facial strategy involves layering procedures: surgical lift, mini facelift, full facelift, or deep plane facelift to reposition tissue and lift sagging areas. Neck lift smooths loose neck skin and refines the jawline for cohesive lower face contours. Fillers and fat grafting restores mid-face volume, enhances cheeks, temples, and lips. Botox modulates facial muscles to smooth dynamic lines while preserving expression. Thread lifts or non-surgical tweaks maintains results between surgical procedures or for subtle refreshes. Ideal candidates. This approach is suitable for individuals seeking comprehensive, long-lasting results. Celebrities and public figures under constant camera scrutiny. Anyone who wants to strategically maintain youth without drastic, unnatural results. This strategic layering of procedures is the key to understanding why Hollywood faces look so effortless, polished, and timeless. It's not magic. It's science, psychology, and art combined. choosing the right facelift. By now, you've seen the spectrum of facelift techniques, from mini lifts to deep plane facelifts, neck lifts, fillers, and Botox. But how do you decide which one is right for you? Hollywood stars, despite their resources, follow a strategic approach to choosing the right procedure, and understanding their reasoning can help anyone make informed decisions. Step 1. Assessing the stage of aging. The first consideration is how much aging has occurred. Early signs, late 30s to 40s. Sagging jawline, mild nasolabial folds, subtle cheek volume loss. Mini facelifts, thread lifts, or targeted fillers are usually sufficient. Moderate aging, mid-40s to 50s. More noticeable mid-face drooping. Deeper folds, slight neck laxity. Full facelifts combined with fillers and neck lifts may be ideal. Advanced aging, 50s plus. Significant sagging, volume loss, and neck bands. Deep plane facelifts, neck lifts, fat grafting, and Botox offer comprehensive rejuvenation. Step 2. Understanding facial structure. Not all faces age the same way. Celebrities work with surgeons to analyze bone structure, fat distribution, and skin elasticity. High cheekbones may benefit more from mid-face lifts and fillers. Thinner skin might need subtle lifts to avoid visible scarring. A weak jawline may require combined neck lifts and deep plane facelifts. Tailoring the procedure to your anatomy ensures results that look natural, balanced, and harmonious. Step 3. Considering lifestyle and recovery. Celebrity procedures are strategically timed around schedules, premieres, tours, or events. Mini facelifts and thread lifts are perfect for minimal downtime. Full and deep plane facelifts require longer recovery but long-lasting impact. Non-surgical enhancements like Botox and fillers can be maintenance between surgeries. Choosing the right facelift also involves understanding realistic expectations and balancing results with lifestyle demands. Step 4. Integrating non-surgical enhancements. Most Hollywood stars don't rely solely on surgical lifts. They integrate fillers, fat grafting, and Botox for a polished, youthful, and expressive appearance. Combining surgical and non-surgical treatments ensures natural mid-face fullness, smooth forehead and crow's feet, lifted cheeks and jawline without rigidity. Celebrity insight. Lindsay Lohan likely opted for a mini lift plus fillers, perfect for subtle rejuvenation in her late 30s. Kris Jenner, deep plane facelift combined with neck lift, fillers, and Botox, a strategic choice to maintain iconic identity at an older age. Jennifer Lopez, mini lift and fat grafting, plus Botox, preserving mid-face volume and natural expression. In Hollywood, the science of choosing the right facelift is just as important as the surgery itself. Every decision, from procedure type to timing, is strategic, identity-preserving, and designed for long-term results. The future of celebrity facelifts. As we reach the final chapter, it's time to look forward. Hollywood facelifts are no longer just about lifting and smoothing. They are evolving rapidly thanks to technological innovations, minimally invasive techniques, and scientific insights. The future of celebrity facial rejuvenation promises results that are more natural, longer-lasting, and tailored than ever before. Emerging surgical techniques. Robotic-assisted facelifts. Precision robotics assist surgeons in delicate dissections, minimizing tissue trauma and improving symmetry. Celebrities could expect shorter recovery times and more consistent results. Enhanced deep plane variations. New techniques focus on custom lifting angles based on facial anatomy and aging patterns. Surgeons can achieve more natural, personalized results, reducing the risk of over-tightening or stiffness. Hybrid facelifts, combining mini lifts, deep plane lifts, and fat grafting in a single tailored procedure, ideal for celebrities seeking maximal rejuvenation with minimal disruption to lifestyle. Non-surgical advancements. Biostimulatory fillers. New fillers stimulate collagen growth while providing volume, extending the effects of traditional fillers. Celebrities benefit from natural, longer-lasting results without frequent injections. Ultrasound and radiofrequency lifts. Devices like Ultherapy or Thermage tighten tissues non-surgically, perfect for maintenance between surgical facelifts or for younger patients aiming for subtle enhancements. AI-assisted facial analysis. Artificial intelligence predicts aging patterns and simulates surgical outcomes. Celebrities and surgeons can plan procedures more precisely, visualizing results years in advance. Psychological and cultural shifts. Emphasis on identity preservation. The focus is shifting from dramatic changes to subtle signature-enhancing rejuvenation. Inclusivity in beauty standards. Emerging trends celebrate unique facial features, encouraging tailored lifts rather than cookie-cutter approaches. Celebrity influence on public perception. As stars adopt these techniques, audiences learn that aging gracefully is a blend of science, artistry, and self-care. Hollywood facelifts are evolving into artful, personalized, and scientific masterpieces, ensuring that stars continue to shine in the public eye while maintaining their unique identities. From mini lifts to deep plane facelifts, thread lifts, fillers, Botox, and emerging technologies, the world of celebrity facial rejuvenation is both an art and a science. By understanding the techniques, psychology, and maintenance strategies, anyone can appreciate how Hollywood stars like Lindsay Lohan, Kris Jenner, and Jennifer Lopez achieve timeless, camera-ready appearances. The journey doesn't stop at surgery, it's about strategy, subtlety, identity preservation, and continual care. Facelifts are not just about looking young, they are about feeling confident, maintaining presence, and projecting vitality. A lesson anyone can take from Hollywood's beauty blueprint. If this breakdown gave you a clearer lens into the world of facelifts, hit the like button and subscribe for more no-fluff beauty explainers. Comment below. Would you ever consider a facelift, or do you think non-surgical options are the smarter route? Because at the end of the day, the best results aren't about turning back time. They're about owning your face, your age, and your story. Stay radiant, and I'll see you in the next one.